Hometown Ghost Stories contains serious and often distressing events and is not intended for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Villisca, Iowa, a small, unassuming town tucked into the quiet countryside. The kind of place where nothing bad was ever supposed to happen. But on a warm June night in 1912, something evil crept into this peaceful community, leaving behind one of the most horrifying mysteries in American history. Inside the Moore home, Josiah and Sarah Moore were found murdered in their beds. Their 4 children, Herman, Catherine, Arthur, and Paul, were discovered the same way. Downstairs were 2 young house guests, Lena and Ina Stillinger, 8 souls, their lives taken by someone wielding an axe. No sign of forced entry, no clear motive, and no one ever brought to justice. The murder sent shockwaves across the country, and over a century later, the house still stands, frozen in time, soaked in unanswered questions. We've covered the full story of Villisca in our archives, but this trip wasn't about retelling what happened. It was about feeling what remains. Our first stop was the Villisca Cemetery, where the Moore family rests together, a quiet memorial to a night that changed this town forever.
Josiah and Sarah Moore, their 4 children, the Stillinger girls, an entire family wiped out. No justice, just names in stone.
You hear the names, you think of the mystery, but when you're here, you know that it was never about that. It's about them, and it always was. After paying our respects, we spent a few more moments at the graves, letting the weight of it all sink in before leaving the cemetery behind. Then we made our way back across town to the house itself, the place where the horror began. By the time we arrived, dark clouds had already gathered over Villisca, and thunder echoed across like a warning. Inside, the air felt heavy. After unloading our equipment, we walked through the house, room to room, watching flashes of lightning spill through the windows. Other than the sounds of the storm, it was quiet, uneasy, like the place itself knew what was coming. As we set up for our first investigation in the Stillinger girls' room.
The Stillinger girls' room gets a lot of attention. People hear laughter, whispers. Some people even feel grief, but others feel something much darker.
There was at least one man in particular who felt something so dark here, he was driven to actually stab himself. And this was serious stuff. He doesn't know why, he just did it. And it's documented. He was actually airlifted out of this location because the injury was that bad.
This is the room where the 2 Stillinger girls stayed that night in 1912 when they were murdered, right here in this bed. So we're going to try and see if we can contact their spirits or whatever other spirit might be haunting this house.
And hopefully it's not the negative presence that's supposed to be in this closet behind us. It said that there's a dark entity that has caused people to harm themselves in there, and that it all originates from this closet.
Yeah, so we have a few things set up around the room. We have a voice recorder, which is already rolling. We're running the REM pod, and we have a few different motion sensors, aka cat balls, that are set up. We have another camera over there and a cat ball in the threshold over here. So if anything crosses over that, it will hopefully detect them. And we're gonna ask some questions, see if maybe we can get some responses and see what we get inside this room that has a pretty dark history.
One thing that I would note about this house in general, there is absolutely no power. All of our equipment is running off batteries, so any EMF activity that we get is going to be hard to explain as something other than paranormal.
Yeah.
There is nothing.
Yeah, we didn't have to kill the power. There's never been power, so.
Yeah, which is wild.
It is, actually.
And if you do see the one thing, as we say that, they have this air conditioner back here, but that is run to the outside of the house.
Right, they have like a little telephone pole situation with one source of power coming into these ACs, and they're not running right now.
Yes. So let's get to it. Is either Lena or Ina Stillinger in this room with us right now?
You can use any of these little devices around the room to talk to us. You can see a red light over here. If you get close to it, that'll let us know that you're here and maybe you want to have a chat with us. I think what happened in here was absolutely terrible. It's one of the saddest stories I've ever heard. And I've wanted to come to this house and see what's going on here and see who's still here.
The howling wind outside is just making this so much creepier right now.
I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it was spooky.
Ina, are you here?
So it's Ina that we're communicating with? Did you like Mother Goose? I see a Mother Goose book back here. I can read this passage for you if you would like.
Give it a shot. Can you read?
Yes, I can read.
Okay, alright.
This is titled The North Wind Doth Blow, which is perfect because it is blowing outside right now. The north wind doth blow.
It's doth.
The north wind doth blow.
So he can't actually read.
We figured out one thing tonight. A lot of mysteries, one of them solved.
The north wind doth blow.
Damn it, Rob, it's doth.
That's what I said.
No, you said douth.
The north wind doth blow.
Doth, like Dothraki.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
No, you didn't.
With an accent.
What accent?
The doth accent.
The accent of somebody who can't read.
The north wind doth blow, and we shall have snow. And what will poor Robin do then? Poor thing. He will hop to a barn, and to keep himself warm, will hide his head under his wing. Poor thing.
I liked it.
That was beautiful.
Yes. So, that was his Tale of the Robin. Did you like that story?
Would you have liked it better if somebody more literate would have read it? I think Ina's got a sense of humor.
Agreed.
Funny little girl.
We should probably ask her about the closet. If there's something actually in there.
Oh, I do want to make sure that's not me getting closer with the phone. So just to test it. No, it's not the phone. I can get right up on it.
Show how close you'd have to be to actually set it off.
Yeah.
Literally right on it.
Yeah, no, I wasn't there. So.
Well, I don't like that it's debunked because that means there's something in the closet that I have my back to.
Possibly.
Possibly is the best word you can come up with like that. For this instance where I'm standing next to a dark entity that could be in there. Is it a dark entity, Ina?
Come on, damn, come on.
Hi, Dave.
Hi.
How you doing?
Welcome to my personal space.
I'm gonna enjoy your personal space with you. I don't want to be near that opening.
Is there something in this closet? Oh, fuck,
my
that was quick. That's responsive as hell. That was super fast.
Maybe she likes us and is warning us away from it.
I'm gonna be honest. When we were coming here, the one thing that I thought was not
Oh, dude, it's still going. Should I step away from the closet? Okay, that actually has me nervous.
Yeah, I don't like it. That's you, I think.
That is you every time you
I think the floor, the floor is a little creaky.
So we're kicking off the night with this investigation in this room, and the plan is to wrap the night with a group investigation in a different room. I don't know, dude. We might have to come back and do a second investigation in this room as a group.
I think you should do your solo investigation in that closet.
I'm not going in the
I think
closet.
you should do your solo investigation in the closet.
What are you talking about? Why would I go in the closet of this room?
It was your idea.
It's been 4 seconds. It was your idea.
All right, Ina, we want to thank you so much for giving us a little warning about the closet, but mostly we want to thank you for talking to us. I thought it was a really fun, enlightening conversation. Didn't get any of us scared whatsoever, but I hope maybe later your sister will come out and she wants to talk too. We shall see. Goodbye.
Thank you, Ina.
Thank you. So we just finished investigating the Stillinger girls' room, and we got a little more than we bargained for on that one. And we were sitting here deciding who should be the one to do their solo in there. And I've come up with a genius idea, gentlemen.
Okay.
We're gonna do something we've done in the past. We're gonna do a rock, paper, scissors tournament to see who goes in there. The last person to lose is going to be in there in the finals. And
I lost last time, so I can sit this out.
oh no, I had a first round bye because I came up with the
If anyone should have a first round bye, it's me.
Well, you lost.
I had to go into the forest.
The winner gets the first round bye.
yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. That's a terrible.
Complain to the NFL. That's how it works.
All right. So Dave and Jesse are going to go first.
Good luck.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Awesome. there's no way this happens again. All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Mother.
Yes.
Solo investigation time. I'm in the Stillinger girls' room. I am standing inside the closet where the dark entity is supposed to be, according to that REM pod session that we had, getting some responses there. I've put the REM pod on this desk so that we can see it. I'm going to use a spirit box and try to communicate with something. We're going to hope we hear nothing. And I cannot believe I lost.
Okay, I am here in the attic with all these wonderful dolls. My goal is to make contact with one of the spirits that are in this house. This is the area where the killer sat in wait while the family did their daily chores and went about their day and basically went to bed. And then once they were asleep, he came out and he did the thing that he did, which was horrible. So a lot of people believe that this area in the house, which is the attic, is haunted by the spirit of the axe murderer of the Villisca house. So maybe I'll contact him. Maybe I'll contact somebody else. I guess we'll see. I brought a trigger object. If you know, you know. It's bacon.
So I am in the main bedroom here. You could call it the master bedroom, I guess. It is quite small, but this is a very small house. But this was Josiah and Sarah's bedroom. They were eliminated right here on this bed behind me. So I've set up a few pieces of equipment. I have a K2 meter just sitting on the bed. I have a REM pod in the threshold. Let me flip this camera around. I have a REM pod in the threshold over here. So if anything crosses over into the kids' room, then I will be able to detect it there. I'm going to run an EVP session and try to review it in real time here on the voice recorder. We'll see if we catch anything there. And then I have two old school tricks here. I have one flashlight set up here as a touch torch. So I'll ask some yes, no questions, see if maybe that could turn on. I also just noticed that there's a cat ball that was left up here. That's still active, so all right, cool. Let's pop that on the bed. Why not?
Is there anybody in this room, or more alarmingly, in this closet with me? Can you tell me your name? You gotta get away? Okay, that gave me chills. Who is in this room right now? A husband?
You know.
I don't know if this is gonna pick up, but I have goosebumps.
Along with the bacon, I have the grid sensor here that projects a grid on this wall. It's also projecting the grid on the dolls. If any of those dolls happen to move, it's going to show on this screen. You can probably see the screen here. What happens is if I move my hand in front of it, it'll show up red. In the past, we've had weird things pass in front of this and it shows up blue. And it works off body temperature, basically. So mine's red because I'm a human and I'm alive. And if something goes in front of it that is not human temperature, it's blue. So here's my bacon. It's my trigger object. Put that right there. Actually, let's put it in frame so you can see it. Ooh. I also have our trusty dowsing rods. These are made of copper. Paranormal investigators use these to detect energy, and you can sometimes communicate with ghosts using them. So basically you hold them here in your hand, straighten them out, and we believe that spirits can manipulate the energy and point the rods in a particular direction. So the way we'll do it is left will be no, right will be yes, and we can use the crossing mechanism as something else, I guess. So let's see if we can contact a spirit. Hello, my name is Dave. Thank you for allowing me to be in your space. I would like to communicate with whatever spirits are in this attic. If somebody is here with me, can you move the rods left for yes? Oh, we're going to take that as a resounding yes.
Can you tell me what happened inside of this room? All right, let's review that one. Can you tell me what happened inside of this room? Oh. Hang on. It's clip number 35. I'm going to run that back real quick. You hear that? It's a little... I can't tell what it said, but it's like a little, hey. Okay. Damn, I'm on battery number 2 now. Look at this. Second battery. Completely drained. Let me check the main camera's battery real quick. Main camera looks okay, but this one's struggling over here. Okay. All right, so we're going to switch over to main camera here. Is there anybody here with me right now? Oh, shit. Ah, oh, okay. Oh, that's me. That's me. The REM pod is not me. I knocked one of these cat balls down. Am I speaking with Josiah? Sarah? Are you here? Can you give me a sign? Let me know that I'm communicating with somebody? Hearing more noises downstairs. And the REM pod just went off again. Right in this threshold.
How old are you? Yourself? I think it either said yourself or yourself. Dude, no way. I really didn't think that this room, this closet, was anything. I legitimately didn't. It's one of those things that you research and I just thought there was nothing to it. I feel sick. Like, I legitimately feel sick.
Am I communicating with the spirit of a member of the family that was killed in this house in 1912? Left for yes, right for no. Ooh. That was right for no. Straightening them out. Do you like bacon? Left for yes, right for no. Am I communicating with one of the Stillinger girls? Left for yes, right for no. Is there a spirit in here with me? Left for yes, right for no. Okay. We went right for no. But that's weird. I'm going to straighten these out. I don't believe you. I didn't move those things. Maybe the spirit doesn't know they're dead. Is there something up here with me? Left for yes, right for no. Whether you're a spirit or something other than a spirit. That looked like a yes to me. I have goosebumps. That was a loud bang from downstairs. I know Jesse and Rob are in the barn across the driveway. That was freaky. Hello. Hopefully just the wind.
Josiah, I understand something terrible happened to you in this house. I would love to have a conversation with you. Is there anybody here with me right now? Oh, holy shit. The second, I hope we got this, it went up to a 3, the REM pod also went off. And it was oddly enough when I went close to the axe. Now again, there is no power in this house whatsoever. So there is nothing behind this wall. But when I shined it close to the axe, I got a 3 on the EMF, and at the same time, that REM pod went off. And that, to me, is much more than a coincidence. That has no explanation. There is no electricity in this house. There is nothing behind here. I'm guessing behind here is probably a chimney. Also, another mark in the wall, likely from the killer. Because when he murdered these innocent souls, he was swinging that axe relentlessly, and he was also swinging it backwards. He murdered these poor people with the backside of the axe, blunt force trauma. And because he was swinging it and believed to be he was a shorter... Hey! Try to tell the story! Stop it! REM pod's going off again. As I was saying, when he was swinging the axe back, it's likely because he was trying to kill them with the blunt end of the axe, that the sharp end stuck into the wall here and stuck into the wall over here, which is horrifying to look at. Over 100 years later, we're looking at evidence of the murders right there. Terrifying stuff. I just got another spike on the EMF, spiked up to at least a 2, maybe a 3. So, I might pivot here. I'm getting activity. It seems to be coming from the threshold. But I'm not really getting activity when I'm talking directly to Josiah or to Sarah. There's many that think that the killer haunts this building. But I find it more likely that it's one of the many, many victims that are inside this house. And with it coming from the threshold, I think it could be possible that I'm communicating with one of the children. So let's pull a little maneuver here, and I think we're going to shift rooms here.
I just got up off of this thing to walk out of the closet, and it said, "Why don't you hang around?" Why? Was that a joke? Did you tell me to hang myself earlier? Or are you just hanging around?
Including...
I'm gonna say, you know what? If you were the person who committed those murders, you are an absolute coward. How about that?
Yep.
No? No, you were. Couldn't even look at your own self in the mirror. You had to cover all those up afterwards. Ashamed of yourself.
I'll bring the fifth.
You plead the fifth? I think it said I plead the fifth. Oh, so you won't tell me your name? Are you the one that's making me feel sick? I know. Are you in here with us still?
You and...
Did you just say f*** you and them? Talking about Jesse and Dave? How many people did you murder altogether?
2 little...
2 little girls. It said 2 little girls, which is what happened in this room. I did it. 2 little girls, I did it. Is what just came through this box.
Am I communicating with something non-human? Oh. Grid sensor is... Something is on the grid sensor. I have goosebumps. It's showing up blue like I talked about earlier. I demonstrated earlier if I put my hand... I have goosebumps right now. I demonstrated if I put my hand in front of this thing, it will show up red, indicating my high body temperature. There's an anomaly on the screen right now. Whew! All right. Is there something in here with me? Left for yes, right for no. Oh my God. This just after that bang from downstairs is somewhat alarming. Am I communicating with the ghost of the man that hid in this attic in 1912 and murdered this family? We're still getting an anomaly on the grid sensor. Oh my God. It's indicating motion. Could it be my shadow? Get nothing on the K2. Could it be the bacon? The arrows are indicating left and right, left and right. Right now my shadow's not moving. It shouldn't pick up my shadow anyways. I wonder if it's picking up though. It's not. We're going left, right, left, right. There's something going on with this grid sensor. There is some sort of motion going on over here that I can't see. Maybe the cameras can pick it up. I don't know. We'll review it later, but something is going on over there by those dolls. And again, you saw how close I was to this REM pod. I have to be literally on it to set it off, so. Oh, it's just like clockwork. I don't know if my mic's picking it up, but the train is actually going by right now. Is there anybody in this room with me right now? 3, 4 on the EMF. REM pod goes off again. I would love to know who I'm speaking with. There are 2 little flashlights around this room. One of these is in Paul's crib.
The other one is in Catherine's bed. If one of you is here right now, I am here to let you know how sad I am. Oh my God! Oh my God, Paul's flashlight just turned on. Paul, is that you? Ah! Okay, all right. Not gonna panic. I really hope this camera caught that flashlight turning on. Oh, it absolutely did. REM pod's also going off here. I don't know if I have the REM pod on camera. I am too worked up to... Oh my God, there it goes again. Okay, all right. Paul, if that's you, can you turn the flashlight off? Paul, please. I'm a little frightened. Please, turn... And the train is going at the same time, man. I feel like all of the energy is just happening all at the same time. REM pod's going off. Flashlights are turning on. REM pod's going off again. There's another flashlight over here. It's on Catherine's bed. All you have to do is touch it to turn it on.
Scumbag. Absolute scumbag. Tell me who you are. What's my name?
Play a little bit of it.
Play a little bit of a game? Dude, this is one of the scariest spirit box. That's me. I think that's me. I hope that's me. Because look at these goosebumps. Oh my God, that might not have been me. That might not have been me that set it off. I feel like it was. I hope it was. I'm not setting it off now, though. I'm not setting it off. Oh, what did you say? Who are you? Who are you? I feel sick. I'm a little scared. Don't tell Dave and Jesse.
Your reaction to that.
Your reaction to that! The goosebumps! It just said your reaction to that. Alright, I'm going to leave. I will still be nice because Ina is in this room, possibly Lena, and I will say goodbye to them, but only to them, because I don't respect the other thing I was talking to. I don't know what you just said to me there, but I don't respect the other person I've been talking to. Goodbye. Bye. Just said it. All right, so I just wrapped up my solo investigation inside of the Stillinger girls' room. More specifically, the stupid closet I was forced to investigate in that I didn't want to. Jesse's here. He's checking footage.
How'd it go, sir?
I was scared to death, dude. Like, honestly, I'll get you on camera just so you can see my reactions to this. I was in there. I was getting responses. I felt sick, like in a way that, and I still kind of feel it. I felt sick in a way I haven't felt, like in a place in a while. So didn't love that. That was terrifying. Awful.
Was it like a feeling of nausea, or was it just like a feeling of heaviness? Do you think it had something to do with the building, or?
It felt like nausea. I was getting some reactions from the spirit box that I think was telling me to self-harm, which is really crazy because that's the closet that we've heard other people do that, which we're going to have to review, but they were pretty clear.
That anomaly is still on the grid sensor. Nothing on the K2. Is there something up here in this attic that wants to relay a message through me? Okay, we have a yes. We have an affirmative. Straighten these out. Is your message intended for us? Us being myself, Rob, and Jesse, the ghost hunters that are currently occupying your space. Is your message for the axe murderer? Looks like one went left. Oh, there's the other one. Okay. We have a message for the axe murderer. I'm going to straighten it out. I'm I'm going to do my best to communicate this message for you. Is your message for the axe murderer negative or positive? Shocking. I want to thank you for communicating with me and for allowing me to be in this space. I hope I was able to adequately communicate your message. I'm going to wrap this session now. Again, thank you for allowing me in your space. I've returned.
You're back.
I am back.
You did your solo up in the attic. How did it go, sir?
It was interesting. I brought my bacon for the trigger object. The bacon survived. Untouched. I promise.
I'm skeptical.
So we did dowsing rods, and we did the grid sensor, and we did one of the K2s. We got nothing on the K2. And we got nothing on the grid sensor at first, but as the investigation progressed, we started to get this weird anomaly in the middle of the screen. If you guys have watched our stuff before, you've seen it on certain episodes, but it was basically this blue blob in the middle of the screen that kind of manifested, and we were getting directionals, which was going on this screen here, was going left, right, which indicated something was moving across the grid in a sort of a frantic motion. I got some interesting responses on the dowsing rods. It'll be interesting to go back and review that footage to see what the answers to the questions I were asking really were, or what we think they might have been. So,
did you feel sick at all while you were in there?
I didn't feel sick. I got goosebumps at one point because I heard what sounded like the screen door slam, which we heard earlier in the night, and it wasn't. So that kind of freaked me out a little. And that was actually the beginning point of the strange activity on the grid sensor that I was getting.
Gotcha.
So it was a weird, could be coincidence, but it kind of freaked me out.
Villisca is a wild place. Stay tuned for more.
I want to thank you for communicating with me tonight. I want to thank you for giving me a sign that you're aware of what happened here. And I hope to God, I hope that you're in a happy place. And I hope whoever did this to you, I hope I hope he died a horrible death. I do. I hope he was arrested for another crime. I know that you never got justice, but I hope that you're in a better place, and I hope that you are in heaven with your parents and your brothers and your sisters and your two friends downstairs, and I hope that you're all happy, and I'm so sorry that this happened to you. And I want to thank you for communicating with me and showing me that you're aware. And I'm going to go now. Okay, so I just got back from my solo investigation. I was in the master bedroom. Hello, Dave.
Oh, hey, look who it is.
Look who it is. So I was in the master bedroom. I set up things. I was running the REM pod. I was running a touch torch experiment. I was running some cat balls.
Yep.
K2 meter. I wasn't getting a ton. I was getting a decent amount of activity on the REM pod, which was set up in the threshold. And basically, after batteries drained, K2 went off a little bit with the trigger object, which I had the axe up there. After a little bit happened in the parents' bedroom, I really wasn't establishing any connection with Josiah or Sarah. And I was trying to. But I really didn't get much that I felt like I was talking to them, but something kept leading me into that threshold where the REM pod kept going off. And when I would try to get an answer of who I was talking to, I wasn't getting any answers that led me to believe that I was talking to either Josiah or Sarah at all.
Oh, did you actually move into the kids' room?
Yeah, I felt like I had to because the threshold was leading me right over there.
Oh, so you had 2 rooms.
I did. So I ended up grabbing all of my things and I moved it across. I set up one of the flashlights in the crib, set another one on Catherine's bed, set up the camera. At that point, the night vision camera was completely dead twice, so couldn't use that. But I ended up getting some things, man, and it kind of fucking rattled me, to be honest with you.
Let's review it.
Yeah, we're gonna check it out. So we'll see what we got here. This is ramping up, and it's a heavy one. It's emotional.
Yeah.
Tough one. Tough case. But I'm strong.
You are.
Yeah, look at this. Look how long I've been holding this camera up for.
That's a long time.
He's impressed.
Strong arms.
Yep. final investigation of the night. We are in the living room of the Villisca Axe Murder House. Now we have a few different pieces of equipment set up to do our final investigation. We have a K2 meter just sitting in the middle of the floor here, see if we get any spikes there. We have a motion sensor which is pointed into the Stillinger's room right over here, and as you can see, if anything crosses the threshold there, we'll be able to pick up on that motion. We also have a REM pod sitting over here, so if any activity or any kind of spirits get close to that, that will trigger the REM pod. Again, I have a camera in my hand, but I can go very close to this. It's not going to set anything off unless I go right up to the antenna and boom, I literally have to touch it to set that off. Rob is gonna run a spirit box session as well and see if we can figure out what is haunting this house in Villisca. Ready to rock, boys?
Are you spirits sick of us yet tonight?
What happened in this house?
Dead. I thought I heard
Dead, yep. What the f was that? What the f was that?
It was like a
I thought it said lives were taken.
Oh.
I think it said lives were taken. We're gonna have to go back and review that, but that is chilling. And it was a deep voice. It sounded evil.
Terrifying voice.
Can you tell me who was responsible for the crimes committed in this house? What did that man have in his hands?
Don't you have your answers yet?
Oh, that's what it sounded like. How many of you are here in this house right now? Is it 1? 2? 3?
I think it said there is more.
There's more than 2? How many people do you see in this room? 3. 3! It's a 3! It's looking at us.
That was definitely
3 again.
That was definitely 3.
Oh, baby, I got chills. Look at that. Goosebumps. Woo!
The goose flesh they brought.
goose
Goose flesh. Here in Iowa.
There's 3 of us. How many of you? Some. We can see. Are you looking at us right now? Which room are you in?
I don't know what it said, but I
I don't know either, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it. If you can see me, oh, oh, if you can see me, oh, oh.
I don't know if that was you or not. I don't know if you were
I was
close
not
enough.
in the way. I was not in the way. The furthest I was right here. I would have to be all the way here for that to go off.
Did you hear the f***ing voice that came out of that thing?
No.
What? You guys didn't hear that?
When he set that off?
Same time.
Oh no! What did it say?
I don't know, but it was a super deep voice.
Something
I thought
was
that's
here.
what you guys were.
Guys, something was in this room.
Me.
Me! It said me!
Me!
Who? Who are you?
That was the room we were in earlier. Rob did an investigation in the closet. We did a group investigation earlier, and we thought there was something dark in that room based on the responses we were getting from the REM pod.
I heard a thump upstairs. Did you guys hear that? I just heard something thump upstairs. Where are you? Is there somebody upstairs? Listen, I need to know who was in this room. Are they in the closet?
Can't imagine
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, so they've moved. Where are they now? All right, we need to go now. Again. Oh, there it goes again. There it goes again. Oh my God, I hope I wasn't in the way. Was that you saying goodbye to us? All right, we're gonna go. We'll see you next time. Goodbye. Holy dude.
I'm going to be honest and say that I didn't think we were going to get anything in this room because it's just not a room that much happened in that night for a house that had a ton that happened. And those responses were chilling. This whole night was crazy. The Villisca Axe Murder House, between our initial investigation in the Stillinger room, our 3 solos, we got quite a bit of activity as well, to our final group investigation within the living room. It lives up to the reputation, the Villisca Axe Murder House, and I'm so shook from that last one, I still don't know what to say.
That was a lot. That was a lot. And just if you compile everything that we got tonight, it seemed that we got some activity in here, we got some activity upstairs, which seemed to pull me into the kids' room. Mm-hmm. There was just a lot going on here, and it's just such a heartbreaking story. It's such a mysterious crime, and it's unsolved.
So we'll
Let's recap literally anywhere else.